Hi everyone, this is Kassie, and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of November 27 to December the 3rd. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything new that comes up. So stay tuned, because these days I will be posting the videos for each sign for this year, for 2024. It will include professional, personal predictions, the general energies of the year. If you want a more personal reading for the next year, or for whatever matter concerns you, you can always find me on my psychic platform www.kassiekai.com. And in my shop you will find a very extensive reading, a 12-month reading for next year, which will also be in discount for a few days, so check that out too. And I give you the link in the description box below. Also, you can leave me a comment if you want, a question, or just say hi. I enjoy connecting with you. Now on my website you will also find free content that has to do with how to read the cards or your birth card combinations. So if you're learning tarot, you will find that very useful. For those of you who want to watch last week's predictions, you can find them on the right hand corner of this video on the link. And don't forget that with your subscription to my website, you get 3 free minutes to use in your first session. And it's good to have your first name ready and your date of birth and also your questions, so that we don't waste time asking questions and make the most of our 3 free minutes. But let's see what kind of energies await us this week. For Aries, we got the Sun. You had the Sun last week, and now it's the Lovers. With the Sun last week, you probably experienced something positive in your life. The Sun represents success, vitality. If you were sick, maybe you felt better. And generally, you must have seen a clearer path forward, because something must have happened that gave you a greater understanding of where you're headed. The Sun's light tends to illuminate truths, providing fulfillment and confidence in your actions. You know what you have to do. This week your focus will be in important relationships, because that's what the Lovers represent, decisions and connections. So you will probably concentrate on significant relationships, and whether they are romantic or professional. In your career, this week will probably bring some choices that require balancing your personal values with your professional objectives. That's a great time for partnerships and collaborations, where strong alliances can lead to great results. The Lovers in a career context might also represent a critical juncture, necessitating careful consideration of your options. In romantic matters, the Lovers suggest deepening connections. If you're in a relationship, this week is ideal for strengthening your bond, potentially leading to a significant decision. For singles, it may signal the arrival of a meaningful relationship, because the Lovers is associated with karmic relationships, or a time to decide what you truly seek in love. Now, if you want to know how someone feels, they might be contemplating a deeper or more committed relationship with you. However, maybe there's a decision they need to make before things start moving forward. Note that Saturday, which is influenced by the Lovers, could be particularly significant for pivotal moments or decisions regarding relationships. For Taurus, we had the 10 of Swords, and now it's the 8 of Swords. Last week, you might have felt the intense and challenging energy of the 10 of Swords, a difficult card, I admit, a card often associated with endings or a sense of betrayal or a significant emotional low. This card could have signified that the situation was extremely difficult, prompting a much-needed pause for reflection and maybe even recovery. The 8 of Swords shows that while the difficulties from last week are starting to ease, You still face some obstacles, particularly mental blockages or feelings of being trapped. However, it's crucial to recognize that these barriers are often more perceived than real, and you have the power to free yourself. In your career, you might feel limited or stuck, but these constraints are often mental. Communications, writing, speaking, and the media are all favored this week, so if you are working in these fields, you can use those energies to your advantage to find creative solutions and new opportunities for growth. In love, you might feel restricted or unable to express your true feelings. Now, maybe that's because your thoughts are negative or you cannot communicate openly with someone. The Eight of Swords shows issues in communication. Or you just have to overcome a misunderstanding in order to communicate more freely. If you want to know how someone they feel restricted or unsure about how to express their feelings towards you, possibly due to past experiences within your relationship or past experiences with other relationships and the baggage that come with them. Encouraging open dialogue can help in understanding their perspective better. And understanding seems to be crucial in releasing the difficult energy of the Eight of Swords. The astrological association of this card is Jupiter in Gemini, and that's a very good thing because this week suggests there will be positive news on the horizon regarding legal matters or higher education. If you have been waiting for a legal resolution or an acceptance letter from a school, expect favorable outcomes. Keep an eye out for important communications or decisions around Thursday, which appears to be a significant day this week. For Gemini, we had the Death, and now it's the Eight of Cups. Last week, Gemini, you must have experienced the transformative energy of the Death card, which often shows endings, letting go, but also the beginning of a new phase. It's a card that heralds significant changes, sometimes uncomfortable changes, urging you to shed old habits, relationships that don't work, or situations that no longer serve you. So, even though those changes are uncomfortable or scary, they are necessary. The Eight of Cups continues the theme of transition, but emphasizes the emotional aspect of leaving something or someone behind, in search of a deeper meaning or calling. The Eight of Cups is about moving beyond your comfort zone, beyond the familiar structures of your life, guided by the lessons you have learned. In your career, you may be contemplating a significant change, such as leaving a job or a career path that no longer fulfills you. This week, consider what you are moving towards and not just what you are leaving behind. In romantic relationships, the Eight of Cups can signal a period of introspection, decisions. You might find yourself reassessing your emotional needs and considering whether your current relationship aligns with your deeper values. Now, if you want to know how someone feels about you, you are on their thoughts, but they might be going through their own process of emotional evaluation, meaning that they are not sure what their next step should be. They could be feeling the need to step back and reassess their feelings, possibly leading to a temporary distance as they sort through their emotions. With the Eight of Cups being Saturn in Pisces, astrologically, it's a time to be cautious about sharing deep emotions because someone may not be ready to accept them. The fluid nature of this card, the Eight of Cups is a water card, suggests that the situation is still evolving and it's best to observe the changes as they unfold without forcing a resolution. Significant events related to this period may occur between the 19th and the 28th of February, echoing lessons or themes from 8 months ago. Saturday is highlighted this week as a particularly strong day. For Cancer, we had the Page of Cups and now it's the Four of Pentacles. Last week, Cancer, the Page of Cups likely showed the week of new emotional beginnings, opportunities for positive connections. This card often brings messages of affection. It can bring an invitation or a creative inspiration, and generally romantic feelings. This week you are moving into the energy of the Four of Pentacles. This card can represent a need for stability and security, but also warns against the fear of change or overly rigid attitudes and possessiveness in relationships, as that's often manifestations of this card. It's time to examine where you might be holding on too tightly, either to people, to situations, or your own resources, as that could make you feel stuck. Professionally, you might feel inclined to play it safe this week. The Four of Pentacles suggests a conservative approach to your job or to your business ventures. It's a good time for careful planning, prudent financial management. However, be mindful of becoming too resistant to change or too resistant to new ideas. In love, this card can indicate a reluctance to open up or to share your feelings with your partner, perhaps due to a fear of vulnerability or a fear of loss. If you are single, you might find yourself holding back from connections due to past experiences that were hurtful for you, or an ex who is still on your mind. The challenge is to find a balance between protecting your heart but also being open to new possibilities. If you want to know how someone feels, they may be feeling protective or possessive towards you. Their approach could be more about maintaining the status quo rather than embracing change or deepening a relationship. So they want you in their life, but at the same time they don't want to change things. They might fear losing what they have with you, and that could lead to a more guarded interaction. The days between January the 10th and January the 19th seem to be particularly significant, as they might bring developments related to current happenings, to this week's happenings. With the Four of Pentacles being Mars in Capricorn, this period is favorable for making solid and strategic plans in both your personal and professional life. Pay special attention to Tuesday and Thursday, as these days could bring important insights or developments. For Leo, we had the King of Swords and now it's the Page of Pentacles. Last week, Leo, the King of Swords, might have brought a period of clear, logical thinking, decisive action. This energy encourages analytical approaches and might have led to making a well-reasoned decision, especially in situations requiring fairness and understanding. Now this week the energy shifts with the Page of Pentacles. This card signals the beginning of a new phase of learning, of growth, as all pages. It's a time for exploring new opportunities. You will receive important messages, and potentially you will encounter an earth sign individual or sun or ascendant, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, who will play a significant role in your life this week. In your professional realm, the Page of Pentacles can signify opportunities for training, further education, or starting on a new path that requires learning new skills. If you've been waiting news or feedback in your career, it's likely to arrive this week. In your love life, the Page of Pentacles indicates a growing interest in getting to know someone better, especially if this is a new person in your life. If you're in a relationship, you and your partner might explore new energies, new ideas of your life together, new activities maybe. For singles, a new suitor may enter your life, someone who's keen on building a solid foundation first, which means they will move slowly. Don't rush things with them because they won't respond very positively. Now, when it comes to how someone feels about you, They want you to understand you on a deeper level, which makes sense if this is a new person, like I said. But even if you are already in a relationship or you already know this person, there seem to be aspects of your character or of their character that you are not familiar with. And that means you may not be able to understand their needs, or they may not be able to understand your needs. Their feelings are in a growth phase, developing steadily as they learn more about you or as they understand the situation better. The Page of Pentacles encourages embracing new learning experiences and being open to messages that might have been delayed. So if you've been waiting for a message that didn't arrive this week, it will probably arrive the coming week. Strong days seem to be between Monday and Wednesday. For Virgo, we had the Knight of Pentacles and now it's the Three of Cups. Last week, the Knight of Pentacles likely had you focusing on diligence, reliability, slow but steady progress. This energy might have centered around methodical work or planning or a gradual development in your professional life. This week, the atmosphere lightens with the appearance of the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship. It's a social, joyful energy, highlighting celebration, a richer social life, friends. It's time when you might receive romantic interest from a friend or meet someone new through your social circle. In the workplace, this card can signal a harmonious team environment and successful collaborations. This is a good week for networking events or team building activities. You might celebrate the recent achievements with colleagues, which will also boost morale. Now, in your love life, the Three of Cups suggests that there might be a friend who, like I said, shows interest, romantic interest towards you, or you will meet someone during a social gathering. If you are in a relationship, this is a great time for shared experiences, to meet with your friends, enjoy life's pleasures together. For singles, social interactions could lead to interesting romantic prospects. Now, if you want to know how someone feels, they appreciate your companionship, they are interested in deepening your bond, they enjoy your company, and they value your friendship, possibly contemplating if it could evolve into something more, because the Three of Cups, all threes, are cards of growth. The astrological association of the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer, and that means your intuition in communications will be heightened. If there have been recent arguments or misunderstandings, this week offers a chance to mend fences and get back on track. However, you might also feel a need for introspection to connect with your inner needs, which can aid in understanding your current situation, your needs, or it will help you heal emotional wounds. Pay particular attention to Tuesday and Wednesday, as these days could bring significant social interactions or insights. For Libra, the cards are the Two of Swords last week and the Two of Cups this week. The Two of Swords suggests a week of indecision, confusion. This likely involved a stalemate or a period last week where you found it challenging to make a clear choice, perhaps due to conflicting information or conflicting emotions. The energy transitions to the Two of Cups this week. The Two of Cups is a very different energy. It heralds a period of harmony, emotional connection, a very good card for relationships. It often signifies a romantic union or reunion, especially following a time of uncertainty, as the Two of Swords showed. This week promises agreements, understandings that will leave you feel content and emotionally fulfilled. In professional context, the Two of Cups can indicate successful partnerships and collaborations. This is a great time for teamwork, where mutual respect and understanding lead to productive outcomes. Any recent misunderstandings with colleagues or business partners can be easily resolved this week, so try to make the most of this energy. For your love life, this card is extremely positive, signifying harmonious relationships. If you are in a partnership, expect a deeper emotional connection, deeper understanding. Singles might find themselves forming a significant new relationship. The Two of Cups is one of the karmic cards anyway, so it can foretell the arrival of a life partner or a very significant relationship, a meaningful connection. In terms of how someone feels about you, the Two of Cups suggests they view you as a potential partner. They are in love with you, they have romantic feelings. They might be ready to take the next step towards a more serious commitment because they value your emotional bond you share and they find that you are very compatible. The astrological association of the Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer, and that means your empathy, your intuitive understanding of others' feelings are amplified this week. Trust these intuitive impressions as they are likely to guide you accurately. Keep an eye on Tuesday and Friday, as these days are particularly strong for strengthening your relationships and making important emotional connections. For Scorpio, we had the Nine of Pentacles and now it's the Five of Pentacles. Last week you likely felt more independent, more prosperous, as that's the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. It shows a period of more financial stability or a personal achievement, and generally enjoying the fruits of your hard work, especially in practical and material aspects of your life. Now the energy shifts with the appearance of the Five of Pentacles. This card often signifies challenges related to financial security or a sense of lack. It could indicate a period of worry, especially in terms of material or physical resources. In a relationship, this card may suggest an imbalance when one party feels they are giving more than they receive. In your personal life, the Five of Pentacles might manifest as concerns about job security or financial stability. Maybe you fear there will be a decrease in your salary or that you won't get the bonus that you expect. It could be a time to review your expenses also and budget more carefully. If you are facing any challenges at work, remember that this period is temporary and resilience is key. In relationships, this card can indicate a phase where your emotional needs are not being met, or there is a feeling of isolation even if you are in a relationship. If you are in a partnership, it's important to communicate openly about your needs, your concerns, your feelings, as that could help you stabilize and bring balance back. For singles, this may be a time of introspection about what you truly seek in a relationship. Now, if you're wondering how someone feels about you, they might be experiencing a sense of emotional or physical lack, which could be affecting their interactions with you. For example, maybe they are facing financial problems or career issues that do not allow them to connect with you in a balanced and meaningful way. In other words, maybe they have other priorities at the moment. They may feel a little disconnected or distant due to their own struggles and insecurities. The Five of Pentacles is Mercury in Taurus, and that means your thoughts, your decisions this week will be heavily influenced by your five senses, how you feel physically, your tangible experiences, and generally the practical aspects of life. Be mindful of how your environment and your physical sensations impact your mindset. Pay particular attention to Tuesday and Friday, as these days may bring significant developments or insights regarding these concerns. For Sagittarius, it was the Seven of Wands you got last week and now the Eight of Wands. Last week you may have felt like you were constantly on the defensive, dealing with challenges or oppositions. This energy could have involved standing your ground in some way. You had to pretend to protect your beliefs, your projects, and possibly feeling a bit overwhelmed by the need to assert yourself. Transitioning into this week, you will experience a shift in energy with the Eight of Wands. That's a very difficult energy. This card signifies the rapid movement of events, unblocking of obstacles, and the swift progression towards your goals. So last week you must have experienced some obstacles, but this week it appears that things are aligning for a more forward progress. In your professional life, expect a fast-paced week with projects and communications. Delays you may have experienced previously are now clearing up, paving the way for rapid advancement and the achievement of objectives. This energy is conducive for finalizing deals or concluding tasks that have been pending. The romantic aspect of your life mirrors the quickening pace of this week. There is strong attraction, fast-moving developments in relationships. For singles, this might mean an exciting new connection that takes off quickly. For those in relationships, expect a significant progression or a delightful surprise, because the Eight of Wands is also associated with surprises. The astrological association of the Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius, so your outlook will be future-oriented. You will be open to exploring new possibilities, and there might be a sense of restlessness or a desire for change. Your approach to situations may be marked by spontaneity and an eagerness for new experiences that are characteristics of Sagittarius. Watch for significant developments or decisions around Tuesday, which could be a pivotal day for these energetic shifts. For Capricorn, we had the Eight of Pentacles and now the Queen of Wands. Last week, Capricorn, you likely experienced the serious, diligent energy of the Eight of Pentacles. That's a card of work, effort. It's about honing your skills. It's about meticulous work and perhaps dealing with routine tasks that required your attention to detail. It was a period of steady progress where you invested time and effort into your professional or personal projects. As you step into the new week, the dynamic shifts significantly with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is a high energy card. It's characterized by enthusiasm, confidence, and proactive approach, and all those are qualities that you will adopt this week. You will find yourself in a more sociable, optimistic, and active state, ready to tackle challenges with renewed vigor. You will also feel very attractive too, and others will notice that. This week in your career, expect to be more involved in social interactions at work or taking on leadership roles, because the Queen of Wands, as all queens, can signify a role of authority. Your energy and ability to get things done will be noticed, so it's an excellent time to initiate new projects or inject fresh ideas into existing ones. You may also find inspiration or support from a dynamic individual, probably a fire sign or a fire ascendant, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who's in a position of power. In your love life, the Queen of Wands suggests an upbeat and passionate phase. If you are single, your charisma, your confidence are likely to attract attention. For those in relationships, you will bring fun and spontaneity into your partnership by planning activities that you both enjoy, and you will express your affection openly. Also, the Queen of Wands is strong sexual energies, so this week will get interesting. How someone feels about you. They see you as attractive, they are drawn to your aura, to your energy, and to your positive and go-getter attitude. They appreciate your presence in their life, and they will make moves to show their appreciation. The next 2 weeks under the influence of the Queen of Wands will be good for taking action, for achieving your goals. And this is a period that will be marked by a boost in energy. You will feel more alive, more energetic, and the productivity too will increase, making it an ideal time to push forward with your plans and your ambitions. For Aquarius, we had the Chariot and now it's the Two of Wands. Last week, the Chariot shows that you must have overcome some obstacles with determination. This powerful energy might have propelled you to assert yourself, to take charge of situations, especially those involving conflict or opposition. The Two of Wands this week represents a moment of decision-making where you weigh your options and plan your next move. Like with the Chariot, the Two of Wands involves contrasts and oppositions, but it emphasizes the importance of strategic choices and long-term vision. Professionally, this week is about planning and decision-making again. You will find yourself at a crossroads, likely considering different career paths or projects. The Two of Wands encourages you to think big and consider your options carefully, taking into account your long-term goals. In your romantic life, this card suggests that you might be evaluating the direction of a relationship. If you are single, you may be deciding what you really want in a partner, or you may have to choose between two potential partners. For those in relationships, it could be a time to discuss future plans and align your goals with your partner. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they may be considering the potential of a deeper commitment. They see you as a dynamic and influential presence in their life, but may also be weighing how a more serious involvement with you would fit into their broader life plan, which means that they may have some other priorities at the moment and they cannot go ahead with something serious. With the Mars in Aries influence, because that's the astrological association of the Two of Wands, you might feel an intense drive to assert your opinions and assert your desires. This could lead to clashes, especially if others around you are equally determined to have their way. It's a week where a battle of wills could arise, and finding a balance between assertiveness and compromise will be key. Be mindful on Tuesday, as it could be a significant day for making decisions or encountering pivotal moments. For Pisces, we had the Empress and now it's the Ace of Cups. Last week might have been a period where you felt more connected to your creative side, to nature, or the nurturing aspects of your life. The Empress often brings a sense of comfort and well-being. Now, moving into this week, the Ace of Cups brings a new emotional beginning. This card often signals the start of a new relationship, a new experience that will make you feel good. It's a time of emotional renewal, healing, where you will feel more connected to your feelings and to the other people around you. In a professional setting, the Ace of Cups can indicate a new phase, an emotionally rewarding opportunity. You might find joy in your work or start a project that aligns closely with your passions. In any case, it's a good time, generally, a good time for team collaborations, where emotional intelligence plays a key role. In matters of the heart, the Ace of Cups suggests the beginning or the deepening of a romantic relationship. If you are single, you may meet someone new and there will be compatibility and attraction between you. For those in a relationship, the Ace of Cups shows a period of increased emotional intimacy or understanding. If you want to know how someone feels about you, the Ace of Cups suggests they have deep and positive emotions. Maybe they are falling for you, or they are ready to express their love or affection more openly. It's a time of emotional openness and vulnerability, where heartfelt expressions are more likely. This week promises a beautiful flow of emotions, opportunities, especially for emotional connections, for relationships, or if you're looking to heal a relationship. This is a very promising sign. Look forward to Monday through Wednesday, as these days are particularly strong for experiencing the uplifting and rejuvenating energy of the Ace of Cups. Whether it's in personal relationships or self-fulfillment, the atmosphere is ripe for joy and emotional contentment. To wrap up this week's tarot reading, it's really interesting that we see 3 of the 4 8s in our predictions. The number 8 is all about inner strength. That's why it's associated with the strength of the major arcana. And that's not just physical strength, but the kind that comes from being committed and determined. It's about overcoming challenges, staying true to your goals, to your purpose. 8s bring a sense of power and the possibility of success. They do give the promise of success. They encourage you to go after what you want and remind you that your dreams are within reach, especially if you make efforts. It's a time for big achievements, but how each suit uses this powerful energy is different. The universe lets everyone make their own choices, so how you deal with the energy of 8s will be your choice. So these were the predictions for all signs for the week of November 27 to December the 3rd. I hope you enjoyed them and I will see you again next week. Have a great week.